Okay, what we're going to talk about now is we're going to talk about how to actually put an order into the system, and then in the next video we're going to talk about how to add the creative, or actually add the banner to the actual order. So it's two steps, so it's for two videos. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're simply going to go click here, a new order. Now remember, when you log into the system, your name should be here in the upper right hand corner, and then the orders tab is usually the default. So now the name is going to be, in my opinion, what you would do is you would do the name of the campaign. So let's do Ryan Test Ad 2012. Now the company, you can either choose a company, like I have Brainswell Media here, or you can choose to add a new company. And this is your name here. As you logged in, you can change that as well. Now the new line item, a line item, I like to refer to that as a campaign. Okay, so you could actually refer to this name up here as anything you wanted that makes sense. And so let's just call this the Spring 2012. Okay. Now target platform is web, obviously. What size? We're going to run an ad that's a 728 by 90. You can then go ahead and choose whatever you want there, and then you're going to place whatever comments that you want here. Now, for this example, I'm only going to talk about two different types of ads. There's actually several. We're going to talk about sponsorships, and we're going to talk about standard. Okay. Now, what's a sponsorship? A sponsorship ad is an advertiser that you want to run for a certain period of time, and they're not going to guarantee them any impressions. So as an example, you would choose sponsorship, and you'd say, I want it to start immediately, and I want it to end, say, next week. Now, what you would do is you would set the impressions at 100%. And what's going to happen is a DFP in the background is going to make sure that it gets the proper amount of impressions in comparison to the other ads that will be running in that position. Okay? And the way you make sure of that is down here below. You want to make sure that you choose evenly. Okay? Now, if you wanted it to, you could go here and you could actually have it show other campaigns as well. But what we want to do is we want it to show up evenly, so 100% evenly. Now, let's just say that you have a house ad, for example, or you only want this one to show up 50% of the time. Okay, you can do that as well and set the 50% there. I like to choose 100 because I want it to rotate equally. Okay, and now the other side is you can do standard. And standard, what that is you can still do a start and an end date, but you can actually put in a certain number of impressions, like 5,000. Okay, then you can choose, okay, what do I want to do with it? I want it evenly. Do I want it to distribute as soon as possible? And then how many creatives do I want? Because see, you can actually load up, several different creatives if you want, several different colors of banner ads or whatever. I'm going to say, only show me one, and then rotate evenly. Now, there's a lot of other options, okay, under rotating creatives, but right now we're just going to talk about, evenly, okay? And that's how you place a new order. Now, the next step is you're going to actually go and you're going to save this, but you're going to do save and upload creatives. And that's what we're going to address in our new video. Now, the next video, rather. Now, before we do this, let me explain something to you. When you actually click save, you're probably in the beginning going to get an error, and it's going to say, hey, caution, proceed with caution, because your system, your website, and DFP have not begun to talk to each other, okay? And so I'm designing this video for people that are brand new to DFP, my new clients. And so when you do that, you just need to check the box. So I may or may not get an error here. It may say caution or something like that, and it didn't in this case. Usually it'll say caution, we can't guarantee these impressions. And then you just click the box, I understand, or proceed, then wait a second, and then click save. Okay? All right, let's move on to adding a creative, or adding the banner actually to this particular line item.